getting over him. I got no rules, I count 'em.
Hey guys, it's Brie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a foundation wear test. This foundation is discontinued from Ulta and I wanted to see if they discontinued it for a reason, if it was a good foundation or if it was trash. So if you want to see my thoughts on this foundation and how it applies and wears throughout the day, just keep watching. Okay, my hair is so poofy today. So today I'm going to be doing a foundation wear test on a foundation that I have not tried yet. It's the Ulta Double Duty foundation. I bought this a while ago. This is in the shade Natural Beige and I just have not tried it yet. I feel like I bought a ton of new foundations and this one just kind of got lost. So I'm guessing they don't sell this anymore. So I have no idea. I'm pretty sure I got it for really cheap. So it is medium to full coverage foundation, combines silicone and soft focus complex that is used in foundation primers to smooth, mattify, and provide lasting coverage. Apply with fingertips or cosmetic brush and blend it thoroughly. Not tested on animals. Okay, so I have the shade Natural Beige. So it says that this is supposed to be a primer and foundation. I'm still going to do my normal primers. I'm actually going to moisturize really quick. I'm going to do my normal primers so that I give this foundation a fair chance. Okay, so I don't have a band-aid on my finger. Don't judge me, but it's just so much easier to do my makeup without it. I'll try not to show it off too much. So first I'm going to spray my face with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. And then I go in with the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. This one is so good. So good. And I focus that where I have really bad pores. So this is what my skin looks like right now. I did have a breakout. I had a really bad breakout up here, but that's all cleared. And then I had like a breakout right here. Because for me, it's never ending. I did film this eye look. It is a bright summer springtime look. I think that one will probably be up first, so I will link it down below and in the eye over here so you can check it out. So I'm thinking we will do one half with a brush, one half with a sponge, and see what looks best. Now that my face is moisturized, primed, and ready to go, this foundation feels so thick. Like I'm having a hard time even squeezing it out of the tube. That looks like a decent shade match. This is supposed to be a primer and a foundation in one. We'll see. So this is the Morphe M439 and it said medium to full coverage, which right now I do not agree with that statement. That is almost sheer coverage. Like it did not cover anything. It just kind of took away a little bit of my redness. Nothing. That foundation. This is not a good start. It's a pretty decent shade match. Okay, so I would say building it up, I was able to get medium coverage. I don't think that I could get this to full coverage. So I'm gonna spot conceal. It looks good with that second layer. I think if I just didn't have a huge breakout right here, but like all of my freckles and scarring, all of that is still showing through, and that was with 2 layers of this foundation. It feels fine on the skin, but I don't think that I would want to add a 3rd layer, so I am not gonna do that. It's like way thick. It looks really nice over my pores and on my nose. Looks a little heavy on my forehead, but almost always I prefer a sponge on my forehead because it's been looking funky. Let me turn this brightness down. This is 1 layer, or actually 2. I'm just gonna zoom you in a little bit. So you can see, I mean, you can still see all my little freckles. You can see all of my scarring. It looks fine, but I don't think it's full coverage at all. Alright, so that is 2 layers built up on this side. It is already settled into the lines and settling over here, which normally does not happen for me. So I'm going to go ahead on this side and apply it with a sponge. I'm getting way more coverage with the sponge. That's weird. Liking the coverage on the sponge side a lot more. I did put quite a bit on this side, but it was pretty equal to what I put on this side. So my pores are more filled on this side as well. So for me, I would use it with a sponge for sure. You get more coverage. It blurs your pores a lot more. Okay, so this is 1 layer compared to the 2 layers. Over here you can see a lot more. So I might try to build it up on that other side with the sponge. I'm going to go ahead and smooth out my forehead. Okay, so I'm going to turn my lights down and bring you a little bit closer so you can see the difference. So this is the sponge side. You can see here and here are not covered. And also that, but I don't think I really tried to cover that guy. And then to over here, which is way lighter coverage. That is the brush side. So I definitely recommend, if you have this foundation, to use it with a sponge. I'm going to build up on my cheek right here with the sponge. That covered it way better. Way better. Yeah, look at that now. I mean, it didn't cover everything, but I would say this is closer to high coverage. That first layer was sheer coverage with that brush. So I'm actually happy I was able to build it up to this kind of coverage. My hair is extremely poofy today, so ignore that. So this is what the foundation looks like put on. I'm actually pretty impressed. I think it looks nice right now. It's settling into the lines on my forehead, but for sure, if I'm going to wear this foundation again, I would apply it with a sponge in the first place. It did not give me much coverage at all with a brush. It is almost 12:30, so we will call that the check-in time. I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I finished up the rest of my makeup. This is what the foundation looks like. It is currently 1:09 p.m. I got done putting my foundation on around 12:30, so we will call that the check-in time. This is what my makeup looks like, all done with powder, bronzer, everything on, and I am actually really liking the way this foundation looks. It has, I would say it is a satin matte finish, and it looks really nice on my skin right now. I was thinking for how it's discontinued, I was thinking maybe it's not a very good foundation. As of right now, I think it looks really good, and I'm excited to see how it wears throughout the day. Like I said, I did film this eye look, so if you want to see that, I will link it down below and in the eye over here so you can check it out. If it's not up yet, it will be up soon. Also, I filmed a little review on the new Milk Makeup Kush mascara. That is the mascara that I'm wearing right now. So if you want to see my thoughts on this Kush mascara, I will link that down below and in the eye over here as well, so you can check that out. I will try to keep this foundation on for 8 to 10 hours. We'll see if I can keep it on. It's Friday, so I could probably keep it on for 10 hours. We'll see. But I will see you guys in a couple hours for my first check-in. It is 7:13 p.m. so this foundation has been on for about 6.5 hours. Normally I do a check-in around 5 hours, but I was not at home. This foundation actually looks really good. I'm like I'm like so surprised by how good it looks. The only thing is you can see right here the creasing on my forehead is pretty bad. It's a little more creasy than normal. Looks like a little bit of separating right here, which has been happening a lot lately, and a little bit right here on my chin. But my cheek area looks so good right now. It looks really, really good. So I will check in again at the end of the night. It is 9:32 p.m. so I made it 9 hours wearing the foundation. I just have to take my makeup off. I can't leave it on any longer, but let me turn down my light and I will zoom in and show you guys what the foundation looks like. Okay, so you can see the creasing on my forehead is a little more than normal, than what I normally get. I normally get these two right here, but there is creasing right here and over here quite a bit. So that's not normal. A little bit of creasing right here, which sometimes happens, but not a lot. You can see right here, there's a little bit of separation, but it looks almost exactly the same as it looked in my last check-in. It looks like it's rubbed off right here a little bit. I look a little shiny, but not awful. I'd say my forehead is just the biggest factor that doesn't look the greatest. So just taking that brush, my powder brush, I'm just going to try to powder this half of my face. Okay, so that took away, that's powdered. That took away quite a bit of the shininess and it actually looks pretty good. I am surprised. When I bought this foundation, it was on sale because I'm sure they were clearing it out, and it was like $3. I'm pretty sure. I was like, $3. I will test that foundation out. And I was really coming into this expecting that I was not going to like it, that it wasn't going to be good. But all day, every time I looked in the mirror, every time anytime that I like looked at my makeup, I thought that my foundation looked really good. So I don't know why Ulta discontinued this foundation. I think it is a really good foundation, actually. I didn't come into this with the highest of hopes, and I'm pleasantly surprised. So that sucks that they discontinued it. I can't really find it online anywhere. I'm sure like eBay or somewhere has some, but that kind of sucks because it is pretty dang good, and it was Ulta brand, so you know it was a little more affordable, and it looks great. This is 9 hours and it hasn't really it looks like rubbed off right here, but that could just be from my hair. That kind of sucks that it's discontinued, but I will probably continue to use this foundation. I'm actually really liking it. I think on my forehead, because I don't normally have a ton of problems that I need to cover on my forehead, I'd probably go lighter on the foundation, probably a light layer, and my cheeks look fine. Yeah, so I think next time I would just go lighter on my forehead because of that creasing, but that comes with age. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I post 3 videos every week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.
Getting over him. I got no rules, I count 'em.